Hello, this is your captain speaking. We'll be flying today into the city of Busan, which is in South Korea. I have to explain. Every single ship, every single cruise ship, has a requirement in most countries that it go to at least 2 separate countries. And this is based on actually on a U.S. law that dates back to the 1880s. It's kind of a strange one. And that law has been adopted by numerous other countries. So you'll notice if you leave from a U.S. port, you'll always have to stop in at least one other foreign ports. Perfect example is if you leave from Seattle going to Alaska, you'll always stop in Victoria in Canada. Anyways, the same thing with Japan. When you leave from Tokyo, you're going to have to stop in one foreign port. In this case, it's Busan. As you can see, we're flying into Busan, and in fact, we're getting very close to where the ship is going to dock. In fact, I think we're almost flying right over it right now. And the ship is going to dock in an island, a small island, just in front of Busan. And you can see the plane itself, which is again a Cessna 172, and it's starting to get much lower. In fact, we're going to try to fly really low over the city today. And you can see that Busan itself, again, like many Asian cities, is very heavily populated. Busan is the second largest city in South Korea, with a population of 3.4 million. And Busan is also the largest port in Korea and the 6th busiest in the world. So, and as you see, as we're starting to get lower and lower, you can see the city of Busan itself, which is just at, right at the end of this little waterway. And most of the excursions will be taking place inside the city itself, fairly near the ports that we'll be staying in. In fact, we're now just about hitting the Busan. One of the things you may notice versus the cities in Japan, look carefully, you'll see some of the building colors may be different, especially the colors of the roofs. Anyway, Busan itself is nestled in between these large hills or small mountains. And it's kind of spread out in various areas in the various pockets. Anyhow, we're going to be flying over the city and not taking a lot of time doing it. But we'll just be swinging around. In fact, we're going to go over this first set of small hills or small mountains, whatever you want to call them, and then you're going to see another part of Busan. In fact, it's probably the more populated part. There's a river that runs up through that, on the, if you will, the left-hand side of these mountains. You'll see it as we're coming over. And that river runs all the way out to the ocean on the other side from where we enter. Anyway, I'm just going to let you watch the flight as we go over it, and I hope you enjoy the flight. You can now see that river very clearly. You don't see it in the lift, but it runs all the way out to the ocean. and we're now hitting another major part of Busan, and it's right kind of in the northern area, and there's an airport. You can kind of see the airport on the right-hand side, where this is actually where the plane took off from. We flew down that river and out to sea and swung around so you could see where we're going to be entering by the ship. This part of town, you can see is a little bit of open space, and now we're approaching the airport. We're going to land. At least we certainly should be landing. And I hope you've enjoyed your flight today. This is Air Kaz. I hope you've enjoyed it.